could do that, be ready.
I'm all on board. I said this 3 years ago that we should have had this implemented.
And I think we're really, I mean, nothing's going to be perfect. I mean, it's going to continue to be a work in progress. We'll find something. I came across something the other day that I wanted to build into, and I haven't really figured out how to do it. As an example, requests for water service outside the city limits. Well, we don't really have anything in place right now. Somebody wants that. We don't really have anything in place to say, well, this is what you have to provide us. And again, I go back to the very least, tell us what you're going to, how much water you're going to need. What are you going to use it for? And I mean, it's just, and I want to build that into this also. And there'll be other things that'll come up that we haven't even thought about today. But I think it's getting close to a good start.
Do you guys want to have a workshop with the Planning and Zoning Commission? Just send it to them, let them get it. We all want to sit down with them as a group and we can talk it out. Would that be best? Yeah. Okay. That'll be our next step. Maybe we can plan it to do when we do our budget workshop. Maybe we can do 2 hours, do an hour before with them, and then an hour in our budget to start working at it. If y'all okay with that? When we get to we'll talk about the budget workshop next. So we'll get the things next. Do you have other questions for Mr. Kate on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff that's required by state law, I mean, I think that would be helpful if that was built into the, you know what I'm saying? Inspections shall be conducted as required by state law. Take it off of where it's not like we're micromanaging, we're just following state law.
Okay.
We added that statement into the planning and zoning ordinance, so it'd be good to add that into
We're
this.
not over-regulating the city council, we're just doing what the state requires. We may not be able to see it. I mean, you mentioned other things.
Well, I mean, the small towns are struggling to, I mean, I go back and I think what y'all probably done too is that you either had Buck do it or you had a couple of local people that, maybe were doing plumbing inspections or electrical inspections and things like that. I mean, we struggled with that in small towns because you don't have very many, if you have 1 or 2 licensed plumbers, it's like, okay, we'll just trade off of who's inspecting whose work. That doesn't work really. I mean, so there's a lot of things that we struggle with.
When a subdivision is built, don't they address a lot of this? The engineer that puts that together?
Well, not on the floodplain portion of it. I got most of it addressed. You don't have a real clear requirement for them to provide all of the water that they're going to need. I mean, there are tables if it's residential. If you get into commercial, it goes every which way you can think of, because there's so many different requirements for whatever kind of commercial establishment it is. But like a standard design for a residential home, it's 225 gallons per day. So it just goes on.
And I guess the other thing about it is, I mean,